my Twitch. Is it working now? Yeah, okay, cool. That took a while to start up. It's working, it's working. So, let's see if everything is working though. Now, like, it's streamed, it took like a minute and a half for it to pop up. Like, what's going on? I thought I was going to be having problems like Tuesday. Yes, I'm back, but we'll see if it's if my problems are fixed. I didn't have that problem when I started it up this time, so hopefully that means good things. Forever to start up the first time. I always get stream stuff ready and like do everything except for open SFM. So I do everything except the part that takes the longest. Okay, good. Buttons are working. Yay, where we go? That's stupid. Okay. So, now that I can actually do this, so we're going to try to figure something out for this. Don't really need a reference for that though, because that doesn't even move, right? It just sits and stays in place. Yeah. And that actually, oops, that actually fades, doesn't it? Oh no, it doesn't fade. It's kind of fades. I don't know how I'm going to do that for this. Because right now this lifts up to her. Technically the camera should be like further here and then zoom in like that. I could make other hills and stuff around her, but this is already pretty intense on the system just making this shot. It's fine though, as long as it renders. You said what monitor is your primary? That should be in your control panel. I don't know if you have this set up, but like, so this is my primary, but I could say this is my primary. So I'm going to set up multiple displays, but this is for NVIDIA. I don't know if you have any TIs, something set up. I mean, you can drag these wherever you want. You can make them vertical setup or like slightly off a bit. Doesn't matter. All right. Yep. All right. That's loud enough. Alright, so gonna put more grass on this. These Well, is this a good angle? I should have something like this. Kind of like something like this. Well, no, because I feel like if I do this, by the time I do the lighting, it's going to feel very similar to the other shot. So maybe something... more along the lines of that. Maybe higher up on the hill. This, because I can put like a rock here as a focus, kind of like in here that they have other focus or foci. Oh, and they actually go from blurred out. Is one. Okay, got the clouds to move. I just want to make sure they're not like the same. Oh, they are kind of the same cloud area. That's where the sun is, so I don't want that. That should work. This one isn't the fade shot, it's the next one. This, because in the actual intro here, it jumps right from one to the other. And they really they used the fade as a cloud to basically do a quick zoom. So that's why I can do that the other thing, but I can't use a cloud to do it. But that's fine. Or not cloud, fog or whatever. This has some broken grass though. Ooh. There's the grass that's poking out. Which one is that for the grass? That is grass I cannot see, so why do we have it? Actually, I wonder if I can use this to save time. Because I wanted another hill to block off the sunned area. I want it to be everything is a little closer. that maybe. Where's this looking? I just need to make sure which of these actually matter. That one doesn't. This one does. This will actually make it run a lot faster too. Oops. I don't need the eye light in there. Those matter. That one isn't. Okay, so that's the one I need to worry about. So if I show the hill again, I just have to increase the mins of the shows. Now we have our grass back. This is probably going to be on our close grass. Which one is it that's turned up like this? This one? No. 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 Could be part of it. It's included in here somewhere. Come on. Trying to figure out which patch of grass is the one sticking up. And whatever one I remove, if it suddenly is not moving, why am I moving the mountains? I really had to come down to this one. So see 34, 35. I'm gonna go with this one. Yes. Okay. I was gonna say I hope I don't have to be the last one. Is it even moving? No, it's not. Screw you, grass. I don't even want you then. Put some better grass. Life as well. Actually didn't work today because I'm between jobs, so I had the whole day off, so I didn't do shit. But just start a new job Monday, so yay. It's actually kind of nice being between jobs because it means that I have no crap to worry about from my other job. And considering that all I dealt with at that position was crap, it actually is really refreshing. So if I narrow this down, the shadows are better. So maybe if I back this up. I am moved from transportation to medical stuff, but I'll be figuring out more of that out when I'm actually working. Because before I was in transportation, and that's not exactly an industry that's fun to be in. And you kind of get stuck, and I don't want to be there anymore. So I'm glad I'm not. Radius up, yeah. feel like if I'm going to do this, I need to have. I think I can do something like this. But I'm gonna need to play with some of this other stuff. So I'm gonna have. That's not Black Hill. Something to block the light in different areas to create kind of a cloud effect. I think I'm gonna have to drop this way down. Okay, that should work. Now we're gonna place some more grass around here. Yay, grass! The only thing I might have to play around with positioning for is it feels like everything's very consistent. Well, I feel like I need some contrast to the, or variation, I guess, to how things are positioned. Ooh. I need to get some patch here first. Already copied it. Because this is the one thing I wanted to try to do when I was in this whole video in general was keep things moving. No matter how much it was, adding particles, something to the scenes to make it so that everything felt like it was in motion. Because it does make a huge difference, but it's just having the right resources available to ensure that everything can. Thankfully, like there's some detailed grass and other like particle effects that do that, but it doesn't always work out where you're going to have the right resources to doing the right thing. Gotta improvise. Like here, I probably should actually put up the particle effects so that there's like leaves blowing across or something. Maybe not in this shot because it's, well, it'll work in the background, but. This video is gonna suck to render. It's gonna take forever. Yeah, sorry, I turned up the music. It was quiet on my side. Let me know if it goes too much though, because again, I have it be. It is. Well, it's actually full volume, you guys. But I used to have it turned down going outbound, but it's always depends. I don't know if. How it always balances out, so let me know if things are too loud or too soft or where it is just right. Well, the nice thing about having too much grass, in essence, is you can have them all vary in how they wave a little bit, and it can give. So it's not just like all models moving in sync. You can have them all kind of move just slightly differently, and it gives a little bit more of a fluid sensation. Oh, okay. Well, plus this music part's on the other screen, so. really wish SFM would go into the 64-bit era, because that would really help for a lot of this stuff. The memory restrictions that it currently has are just super annoying. So you can't see this whole hill back here. Is this even visible, what I put down? Yeah, it is. Good. So before, the only thing that matters is what you can see, so really I don't even have to put this all on the ground. I can just float it. That's good. See if I can move this hill back. I wanted to give it a little bit more depth, and now I can control the lighting specific to this grass now. But I do have to readjust these ones. These two are for the other hill. A little bit of a gap right there then. That's good. This one. Visible, close enough. It's going to be sunrise, because she's supposed to be going east, so if I'm going to have her looking any direction, it's going to be east, so sunrise. And it's hard to say what looks like a sunrise or a sunset, because they can be fairly similar. So I'm guessing angle's not going to change too much here. No. I think... I wonder if I have it... I'm going to try something. So I'm going to keep it kind of low. Around there. I'm going to copy it. And I'm going to set this up with a gobo. What's one that would create kind of splotches? I want something with varying areas of light and dark. Cable. kind of works. To me, it's too spaced. Ah! That might work. Actually, any of these would work. If that was higher contrast, maybe? I should try that. Ah. Aha. That should help things. Why am I not hitting those other ones? Ah, there we go. So I think I'm in the wall. I want to make sure I can get those. Don't really need super detailed on this. Bye-bye. But then this can kind of look like a passing sun something or other. I probably need to still keep it at a low. No, because with how it's set up, if I do that, that would be dangerous. Is that even this animated move? Oh no, that's animated texture. Oh, that actually doesn't work then. I can't lock it as some specific thing, can I? Because that would work so well. Aw. Damn. All that and then it just doesn't even work. Something like that would work well though. Walter. See if we can. And actually, that would really come in handy, because if you... Let me check something with this. So as it is right now... Yeah, I think it's set to repeat. I just don't think it will repeat. What's that from? Because if I can find this to work, it'd actually be really nifty. There it is. So it's on the workshop. Gobo Essentials. Okay, good. Let's find it then. I download these things because it's like, ah, that'd be really cool to use, and then I just never do anything with them. Oh yeah, I can do it. Okay. Aha. That's kind of disorienting, but it has its purpose. Going so far right now. But this might crash just trying to figure this or play with this. I'm gonna load a boat. Dota doesn't have boats. Where's a boat? That's a boat. Broken boat. I think the water is in workshop. Experimenting. I'd have to. I don't know if I export that texture, how it exports. Anyways, I kind of got distracted. I want to be able to figure out whether or not this is something that would actually work to use in the future. But I think the water I have is on the workshop. There we go. think it needs some work to really get it to look right. Well, for one, boats don't sit that high. Especially broken boats. And currently they would reflect yellow. But yeah, I mean, you could actually use them for something like that, so so you could have a boat kind of like floating in the water. Except for it gets out of the range of the light and doesn't work anymore. It's floating in the water. That's good to know. Add to the library of things that could come in handy. Yeah, but if it was an Unreal Engine, I'm pretty sure that a lot of the things you normally would be able to do, you wouldn't be able to do. For the sole fact of the engine's going to be eating a lot more of your processing power live to do a lot of this. Yeah, it might take away some of the headache of other stuff, but alright, let's go back to what we were doing. Because really, I don't need to find, as long as it's slightly random, like this will work. This might be a little too harsh transition though. But normally you can fix that like that with the radius. Not in a bright way. I just don't know if that's going to be too bright. Yeah, how did I get the lights to just barely hit this? I think I utilized the shadows. So for this, basically be like trying to come across like this, I think. Let me put that rock in there. Oh, copy, it's not even in the shot. Maybe something going the other way. That. Just want to make them at least look different enough that they look. I don't want just two humps. I want to have something that looks a little bit more random. But then I gotta be careful that with how they're the grass is in it, but I'll worry about that later. The grass itself has two bones. I'll show you in a sec here. I'm just trying to get this kind of position. Radius on it too, doesn't it? No, it doesn't. Okay, I'm probably gonna have to pull this around the rock more though. Actually, I'm gonna keep this as like kind of a main light. Disable shadows. I don't need that. I'm going to drop down the intensity a bit. I don't care about names right now. I'm just testing. I want to see if this is something that could work. Then I want to have the light set up more on the edge here. Sometimes trying to get these specific to just what I want it to is really annoying. Something like that. But the grass is... Just grab a piece and... Actually, let me just load this straight up. Because it's probably going to work best that way. I think that's in the user mod. This is that super detailed stuff, yeah. Low grass is what I used to use. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that was gonna happen eventually. Ran out of memory.
What's up?
I saved it just before I expected that, so. Good stuff. Squish it every time.
Squish it. I'm gonna run.
He's gonna attack you in your sleep.
I have a garden cat.
Yeah, all I have to do is go, hey cat, want some coffee?
What, you would help him?
So that was a funny story. Earlier today I made coffee. And so while the coffee maker is going bubble, 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 Kitty's looking at it and going, what is that thing doing? And so jumps up to the table and like puts his nose like that far from the coffee maker, and I'm like, that is very hot, bad kitty. And so I got the cat to go away and just kind of sat there and he stared at it. And I'm like, okay, so I had my eye on him the whole time, but he just kind of stared at it like this is the weirdest device I've ever seen. And so I go and I pour my coffee, I get my creamer, I put my creamer in. I turn around to put the creamer away. I look away for 2 seconds, and the cat decides it's the perfect time to strike. And it decides that I'm going to try whatever is in this cup. So this freshly poured cup of coffee that I have no idea how hot this is, cat goes and takes a lick. So by the time I turn around, cat is jumping off the table, flying across the room, and then goes up to the window and is like, and is like flailing his mouth, like trying to get whatever attacked his mouth out of there. And it is just like going back and forth, just throwing his head. I think he went to the window because it was cold, and he was just trying to put it out or something. And he'd look at me, and then he'd shake his head. I'm like, it's not my fault. You're stupid.
Hey, he's curious.
Well, now he knows that not to have whatever's in the dolphin cup.
Well, let's be honest. Your coffee tastes like crap. So what? I hate it.
It's delicious.
Yeah.
So yeah, Jordy learned a valuable lesson today.
Yeah, coffee tastes like crap.
Coffee is hot. No, I don't think it has anything to do with that. I think it was just that it was super, super hot, and
that one tastes like crap.
because it was hot enough where I had to wait a bit. It was too hot for me to do it. He jammed his tongue into it. Yeah.
Poor cat.
Well, yeah, I was living grass, so it was one of those.
He seems okay.
I'll figure out what the actual name of this model is. Grass round in user mod. Yep, I knew it was in user mod. I download, because you can get it on SFM Lab.
Is it labable?
Oh, there it is.
Hello.
I think it's this one, Marble Grass System. No, I think this is a modified version. Oh, this is actually increased. This is a different grass. He actually improved it. Because his old one, there's a ridiculously high polygrass. This is really, really detailed, good grass, but yeah, it's gonna crash your freaking system because it's got a crap load of, yeah, it's the 128 by 128 is 202,000 triangles. It's yeah, that's a lot. The problem with those too is that it's flat and you can't mold it to a surface. So that's why, like, here I'm having to have this like go in and out of stuff. It's not going to work that great for that. Ooh, I'm playing some rocks though. See, stuff like that comes in handy. I think I might have that one though. If you haven't done or played around with SFM Lab, it's super handy. Like this. When was this made? I never downloaded this. I want this. Things that come in handy.
I've heard that if you drink coffee and then take a short nap, that you wake up even more refreshed.
It's to make a cup of coffee, drink it as fast as possible, and then immediately take a half-hour nap. It takes about a little bit for the coffee to kick in, and usually you wake up more refreshed because now you had a rest and coffee. Yeah, this was the one.
Yeah, I heard something about
But yeah, I would still, I would play around with this a little bit too, see if it works better. I don't want to replace everything that I've already done with something like this, but it does look like it has more flexes or it has flexes instead, because as I'll show in here, or wasn't Dota. Here we go. So this is how the model looks normally. So waving was easy. It's doing... I'll set up like for this area. So there's two bones on this, C1 and C2. This one does this the bottom, this one does the top. So for the most part, it's just move this one a little this way, move this one further that way, further that. And then we are going to take the in-between part here. We're going to go the opposite way. Go this way. And this way. More on this one. Yep.
The grass should do boogie woogie woogie.
No.
Aw. What do you got against boogie?
Because you can't do that. Alright, so we got grass that kind of does the wave. And then you're just going to grab this part of it and put it further forward. So in essence, that's all this grass is doing. I think I might have added like little bits of, like in the middle here, where it's like kind of shifting and moving, but I don't even know if I did that. But it looks a little mechanical on its own, but if you add it in with a bunch of other grass, and like here I timed them all originally so that they all moved at the same time, and then I went through and grabbed an entire section and delayed it a little bit, and then grabbed another section and delayed that more, so that it looked like the grass was like progressively having a breeze go across it. So that's really all that is. It's just this model animated go like that. I don't think this thing even comes with sequences. No, it doesn't. But yeah, just do that. And if I were to browse SFM Lab, it has some stuff that's not on the workshop and is pretty useful. So it's basically the current version of SFM Box. But I'm liking how the lighting is turning on that. So this is, I'm going to call this, or keep this grass main. This, I'm going to keep that hidden for now. This is going to be grass trim. This is rock main. Actually, this is going to be rock 1 main, rock 1 rim. Because now I gotta do this rock. So that works for that. Hello, Ricky. I'm lighting rocks.
So exciting.
Kind of. To me, this is like some of the most important stuff that you can do. I have that effect on all the ladies.
Did you bite him or kiss him?
Yes.
Delta will just have to take me out now.
Yeah, this is gonna be tough to light because there's triangle changes position right here. Oof, I think this actually might work better. So I want to keep a nice dark side on this. I'll probably put some kind of an ambient light there, but I want to keep it dark-ish. one thing I need to do is this back grass here. We need to ensure that they get lighting, but since they're kind of at the hill area, I want to make sure that they just get very minimal lighting. Or it's very harsh lighting. Very strong rim only. Kind of like that. Radius of, yeah. Can't go that strong without having something else there. I think if I have it darker, so kind of like that. But I'm going to make this the very edge of these. This is going to be fun to position. Maybe not. There, that looks pretty good. And then I just have to go through and light these rocks in. Which map? This is actually just empty void. It's just a seed build. There's something else I wanted to add there. Forgot what it was. No. I'm not putting the number at the end because I want to make sure that I know that this is specific to different rocks and not different lights for the same object. Like these are grass red 1, 2, 3, 4 because it's covering all the grass, but these are specific to different rocks. But yeah, that was Denise, that was my sister. think this last one, I'm not going to put a rim on because it's kind of in a dark area, so I don't want to have a nice sharp light. I want to kind of make it seem like the lighting is coming from a direction, but I don't want to have it be like making it act like it's super, super bright from that direction. Okay. Now to see whether or not an ambient light actually is needed. There we go. That's what it is right now. Right now. It actually does look better with it, so I would say that it is good. Actually, I think it works better if... Oh, that's fine. So it might work better if I'm not covering the whole thing, but... So just not black. Just a little bit. And I'll probably have to play the grass a little bit to make it so that it's not clipping the rock. Okay, and it's not really... Should I do the other one? Yeah, I probably should do one for that one too. I probably should add some kind of volumetric light. This a little weird because I don't want to... I want to create kind of a darkish area on this, so leaving a little bit more of a gap there for the dark. Like that, okay. This one almost needs it more than the other one does. It just feels like it really stands out or sits in the dark, in a dark little hole by itself. is. Oh, there it is. Like I did something here. If that'll work. Sister Demon. How do you disable shadows? You can't disable shadows from a model. It's like if you're trying to make it so that certain lights travel through certain models, I don't think there's really a way to do it unless you set up like a transparency thing, but then the actual texture is going to be transparent too. Lighting seems a little bit strong back here if I'm going to keep it like that with the volume metric. If I'm going to use it actually it looks a little better. Because it's without it, wrong button. It has this harsh lighting over here, like with the ground. I can light the ground, that's if I wanted to get rid of it, but by adding this, it created kind of like a haze through the ground there, and I like that. And then also kind of blended this better back here. But I should add more like rocks or something here because it just seems so... Like here, it looks really nice, having the multiple rocks around, but there's none here. So I do have to go back and do some of the modifying, which I'm gonna... try not to yellow, because... rocks. Getting there. Let me see, where's my focal plan for this? So at the very beginning, I want it to be focused on those rocks. This is the trick. keep on that rock, and then it should fade into the back rock, kinda. And I'm gonna take some of the grass that's over here. For one, all this grass is not needed. So let's get rid of that. So this is it visible grass? Yes. With this one. Barely. So we're gonna get rid of that. I mean, it's why eat up processing for stuff that's not visible? No effect. And I'm at the furthest point, so without that actually lights better. So I take that off. There. Should actually run smoother now. Oh yeah, the light shadow limit. I really wish you could have more shadowed lights, but I kind of am glad that you can't, because you could very, very quickly start building up to a crap load of shadowed lights, and all of them increase processing to a larger degree than the normal lights, and you could very, very quickly lag yourself down. I realized this rock had no sprint lighting. Because I want to make sure that all these shots match up and together, so if the lighting on one is done one way, I have to make sure all the other ones match up with that. This would be for the main rock in case I had any others. Where's that one leaf texture? I think it's from here. Let's see if we can put this in here too. I just don't know if this is gonna work. It worked in the other shot for other reasons. I don't know if it's gonna work here. Where is this? Way up there. Doesn't even play direction for the breeze that way. Oh, I don't have the breeze set to do that, do I? Damn. Let's go in the other direction, so let's just try going to 5,000. I think I didn't save that last number. Nope. There we go. Okay, these leaves are almost the size of her head. I think they're going a bit fast too. Okay, so are they actually varying in how they're moving here? Kind of. They are, it's just hard to tell up front a little bit. I think I gotta get it closer to the camera. No, they're spawning by the camera, it's just... I think I have to do like I did in the other one, where... Copy, paste. I'm going to drop this range to much smaller. I don't think I'm going to drop it to 1/10, 1/5 size should work. 40, 60 is 120, that's 30. It's going to be going a lot slower. Let's try 1800. And we're going to drop the turbulent amount by about half. For the angle, though, I don't know how well it would actually work. Because I have to worry about the ground. So here, like this leaf just gets nommed. Is that from the? Yeah, it's from this one. So maybe we go over there will help. Make sure these actually live long enough. You're only surviving 2 seconds. Like, she's a druggie. Is all this grass at the same time right now? No, it's not. It's just close. Okay. Now we have grass and leaves. But then that also means that I'll have to put him in this shot, which is difficult because of the positioning. I can't really have them come from like super far away. But the nice thing is I should be able to put it straight off the camera and have them come across. But I'm not going to worry about that right now. That can be for later. Actually, what direction is this grass going? It's all going to the right, kind of, and then this goes back to the left. Because there might be some difficulty in how those are positioned. I wonder if I don't think I can actually get this to work, but I will try it. No. But that is pretty cool. Look at that grass. Because it might be weird having it blow one direction and then another direction a little bit. But I think I might not care. Because it kind of can go both ways. It's implied that it's blowing this way to a degree. That was the other thing I wanted to do here. Okay, so we have our particles. Oh. And where's my close grass again? just want to have all the grass moving a little bit different. Even within, like, close range, too. What they're describing is pose to pose, and there's actually a tutorial on the Valve Source Filmmaker channel that cuts like in 3 different videos that describes pose to pose, and I do recommend you watch that because it does help a lot in figuring out how or a method of doing things. Okay, I might call that one good for now. So we go back on other things, yay. Like the stuff I was working on before. But at least now it's like when I open up the program, I don't have a half-ass scene right at the beginning. I was last working on the accent thing. I wonder if just going straight out with the camera would work. I think that actually does work. I'm kind of smooth out that bump I put in there though, because it seems a little bit disorienting. I have the mouth open more too here. Where's your jaw? There you are. Can I control the lips at the front? I don't think at the front. Damn. I like can control them back here. I don't think I can get him to be drastic enough to stand out. Oh, actually, kind of can actually. It's not in the shot, so I don't care if I distorts things too much. I don't think I can flare the nostrils. Yeah, that would have been great, but I can almost guarantee you I can't. Because, I mean, there's the tongue, but that doesn't do anything for what I'm, well, yeah, there's tongue doesn't matter. I already did the brow. That's the other tongue bone. Head, jaw, neck, hub. I do not, but it doesn't mean that... No, none of the others will too. No, it does not look like I can flare the nostrils. Because, yeah, that would have been great. Like, if I could have flared the nostrils, it would have been perfect. But, yeah, they're not going to let me. The most I can do is just control the jaw here. And that doesn't quite get there. Give you a sad dragon. I'm so sad. I mean, this looks weird from this angle, but I didn't care because it actually allows me to at least show the mouth motion. I wonder if I can... advantage of one thing here. There's a lot of motion, but it doesn't really actually make sense. Sometimes it's being subtle that matters more. So let's keep it like that, I guess. But I do like how this is that is looking. I don't know if there's anything I can do behind her. I don't know if I want to. I feel like potentially adding another volumetric lights to give a similar lighting bit around the wings might be good. I guess I don't need it to be super high contrast, it's just enough to stand out. My shadow's on for that. That wing's open more, so I had to put it higher. Still really can't even see it. There we go. It's probably better then that I position it on the opposite side and then fix this wing to be down as much. there. Now I can adjust the light. There we go. I almost wish I could find... Oh, I had some, actually. Do I still have them? Yes, I do. This is... Destructible rocks. You were destroyed by that. Okay, there we go. This is a chunk? Yes, it is. Actually, it's probably useless for me doing this because when I actually have this animated, it's going to destroy it. I don't know if that's going to be the right crunch. I'm using almost all these are in the main scene build. Yeah, I don't know if that one's going to work. In the scene build Huge Void, it's on the workshop. I like making my own scenes. So we're gonna go rock. We're gonna look at sequences, and now we're gonna scroll on through. Scroll on through to the other side, and look for anything that has a non-idle. Oh, I'm gonna use it on only. There we go. So, like, what is this? That's just pebbles. Blasio! So just go through for anything that has pre-built animation, because if it has pre-built animation, it has bones. And usually some kind of ability to do something with it. I'm gonna just look at Dota. Dota has a lot of destroyed rock type stuff. A lot of that is just... There's a lot of bones on it, but it's... They're not... That could work. Let's try that. If you ever need an animation for like anything resulting in like explosion or destruction, check Dota and Half-Life 2 and just search but with some kind of keyword, but just with sequences, because you're going to find something. It's there. There's a lot of destroyed stuff. It's like on here. I don't really care about the initial fall, so I'm gonna grab from here. I'm gonna say out. Let's see if we can potentially turn this around to like this. And I can always check texture this different too. That's going to be my only concern, is how's this going to look at the lighting. Actually not bad. I'll take that. This is when it crunches. I want to get rid of any of these ones that, like this one in the background here, just kind of floating there. I want to get that out of there. Oh, there's a couple around here. That one up there. Now you can go all the way down to, I don't need you. Don't know you. Sure. Where is? I'm trying to find that one. Okay, that's way off to the side, so we'll drop that one. Oh, right over there. Okay, there's still a teeny little rock thing right there. Okay. So to still add enough to make this look complete. Because I can't just have like floating rocks there, so I need to have a bunch of other ones placed there to at least make this look like the rock formation is larger than it is. But this will require that I get rid of these ones. Or this one. Where's the bottom for you? Oh, I should actually do it right there. Are you a real villain? Yes. I am bad guy. Okay, now I can clean, well, I still have to put some more rocks down there actually, one more. Okay. So that will work. Now this is going to be the fun part. Actually, I could probably... Yeah, I can kind of cheat it here. No, it worked. Wait. Thought that was moving. Are you sure? What's that little rock? I want the little rock. No, it's. I want to play with these to make it work more for how the claws actually fall, but trying to figure out which goes to what. Haha! So at this point, I wonder if it'd be instead of going down over there to have it go under. that one moves fine. There is one in the back that does not, though. One of these ones. Actually, I want to keep that one. Oh, not that one. This one. Where's this? Oh, well, just good guess. Really weirdly boned. Oh. Okay. Actually, I overwrote those. Not really what I wanted to do, but that's fine. The other one that had been here. Okay, so this would come from the other direction. Okay. Where are the two again? So let's see them. Just keep it like that. I think the one's rotated a bit too much, though. Figure out where these are. It's a chore. There it is. Out. go. Just needed something to keep the rocks still moving. Now the main thing is the rocks over here look different than the rocks over here. Actually, you know what? Screw this. I'm going to find that one again. Earth Shaker Fissure Rocks. Wait. Not there. Oh. No, that should be. Let me just blind. Yeah, okay, I'm just blind. Because these are all in a specific position now, so I don't, or like a small spot, so I don't have to. Where is it? It's so tiny. Buffalo Bills. I don't even pay attention to football, so I can't say nothing. Okay, so I'm guessing shard is the small things. No, it's not. Rubble? Yes, that's what they are. Oops. I've been to a couple football games, not many though. Never really something that interests me. I think it's a cool experience and all, but I mean, right? We have the local team anyway is the Vikings, and to me they're just eh. My family was more of a Packer thing. But even then, I just don't care enough. I tend to only watch football when it comes down to like something big is happening, like undefeated team going to the playoffs or something. Then I'll kind of pay attention a bit. Or like even when it came to non-football for like baseball, I was paying attention to it when the Cubbies were in there. But other than that, me. Split up to at least partial. Yeah. Is this one part? So I think these are all part. Look at that simplicity. careful because I think he's pulling his head out of the rock. She, I guess, actually. Thing I don't like about scaling. I would think that in this situation, you'd have the toe go up. Kind of like a grabbing hard kind of thing. I don't even think you could notice it. You see it's grabbing hard, it turns a little bit at an angle. Can't see the other claw. Oh. Let's see here. Probably can modify those lights to make that work better. How long has it been? 6,000 hours, I think. A couple of years. That wasn't me doing a solo sax or something. That was, I just did the lighting, but we were nominated. But to me, it's again what's the purpose of winning a set? Like, There's two things you get from winning a Saxy. You get a special thing in TF2, but I don't really play TF2 anymore, so who cares? If you get the top nominate, like the very, very top video, yeah, you can actually get a flight. You get flown out to Valve. That's neat. But to be the top video of all time, of all everything, no, that's not worth that much work for. Especially since a lot of the biggest projects now require big groups, and then it doesn't feel fair that if one person gets to go and not multiple. But the second reason is EPing, to basically say, I want a Saxy. Who cares? Like, to me, the reaction, or what do you call it? Just putting stuff out on YouTube and the reactions and the comments from people on there are enough. I mean, I don't see why I have to have a random award that for a community that's really kind of poisonous in some regards. So I'm not going to fret and put extra effort into trying to winning something that really to me means very little. Mainly the reason I even assisted before, or assisted for the light of the other one, is because I owe the Stan a favor. So that was my favor. Okay, so I have rocks, but they feel really out of place right now. Cause like here, it just seems like there's like floating rocks. Now, the one thing I guess I could say is nice about the Saxys is if you do it as a group, it's a way for people that within a community that can be hard to be found to be noticed by having by being a part of something larger, I guess, which is kind of nice. But like for me, it just feels like for me it would be a waste of my time because I already have enough or a following enough that I can get. Because if you make something, you want to feel like it's at least being recognized, that people like it. If you just make stuff and you aren't getting anything, it's hard to keep going. And so I can understand that sometimes for a lot of people that could be a motivational thing, that to be able to put something out and get the reactions from people and to see how the people take it. But to me, I don't need that part of stuff. So it's like, why should I? I can just put the time into making the things that I care about. Not restricted to try to say what will win the Saxy instead of what do I want to make. That's actually what I kind of liked with Stan's thing, was that a lot of people like doing a Saxy, you have to do TF2, you have to do this, and you have to do that. You can follow some like cookie cutter formula, and Stan went and made something with a bunny, and there was a lot of people that kind of downplayed it, and they're like, that's not TF2, that's not this, that's not that. It was outside the norm, and people didn't understand. It kind of, I think, felt weird about it, and I'm glad that it actually was received like it was, because it shouldn't just be TF2. The rules state nothing about that, so it's nice seeing something like that recognized beyond the norm like that. feel like it's got the nice fade into the dragon there. I wonder if I could put it there. Because I want to have something to create another level of rock kind of feel back there. What's a good way to start off? I would actually recommend starting with pictures. I've said it a lot, and people make fun of me for saying a lot, but I would start with pictures because animation is just a sequence of pictures. So if you can figure out how to make a picture, you can figure out how to animate. Like, I don't think I have any saved here. No, I guess I can kind of do that. I'm going to do this thing. So I mean, like, here's a keyframe thing. So I mean, all this is to do the animation with certain keyframes. So I just picked certain points that were it's the pose to pose that were important, and I just animated it so it was still frames. So really, if you can figure out how to make a picture, you can say that, you know, you can make a pose that looks like this, and then a pose that looks like this, and you can figure out how to pose it and to get it, and then words. When you've learned how to pose and actually like make good-looking poses, all animation is just making a sequence of them. So that's all this is. To make this animation, it was just a sequence of different poses that could have been a picture, but you have to know how to pose correctly to be able to make it work. So that was that. But then, like, if you after it's blended, then it looks like that. But then you probably go through there and add a little bit of detail until you start coming up to this. But it takes a lot of time. It's a lot of time and patience, and that's almost needed more than skill or practice. Oh, if your viewports, you might have your viewport set like this, where it's floating. Well, actually, even then, I thought I might. If something's going behind something else, just lock it in place there. Or you might have it set up like this, because then it might actually auto swap. No, it won't. I'm trying to think of why. Oh yeah, the second viewport I think might be a cause too. Gotta figure out how to make the lighting work better here, because I have the lighting coming nice strong to create nice lighting effects, but it's not really hitting the rocks around here very well. Actually might work just like that. It's not lighting rainbow, so that's all that matters. The only thing I don't like is that oh, this dragon's getting in the way, that's why. Bye, bad puns. No way that it seemed this far away. Okay, so I can't get it to not hit. Well, screw you. We'll do it the other way then. Still cutting it off. Yeah. Because I don't want it to keep going past there. I want it to be cut off like it is. I wonder if I drop the Z back down. Keep it like that. So I want to kind of utilize it as a type of rim. Actually, it does kind of work like that. I don't see any shadow behind her anymore, though. There used to be. That's not causing it. Ah. How do you change the color of a model's textures within SFM? Oh, color. It's the number sign, then just COLOR, so color. Do know that that doesn't change the color. It's like it's using the base as a color base. So if you go to, you're basically adding or removing colors from what already is there. If it's white, it'll work just like changing a color. But if it's not, it will like add a hue. So you can't have a blue texture, a pure blue texture, and then change it into green, because you can't turn blue into green with using normal colors. So it has its limitations, but it definitely does come in handy. So you can reduce blue, but only to some certain degree. cheating. I couldn't get the shadows to show up right. So I just dropped it so that because how the textures are working. So I just dropped its shadow size, filter size to basically 0, then used radius to do it instead, because radius increases the diameter of the light, so it'll help for the distance, but it will still give a nice shadow at the base of a light, because the expanse of a shadow light won't matter. It just makes preview hard, because previews don't look right then. Actually, this may have some difficulty because where is this light here? So this will get to the max, but it's going to actually expand into that the territory I don't want it to go in. Unless I also have this one's shadows act like the other ones. Because here it's, I mean, you don't see the shadow here because the other light's covering it, but here you will. So it'll kind of suddenly change how the lighting for the legs are working. I think this one's having problems with the shadow because of how I'm doing the thing here. That's why it's not working. Fix my shadow issue? I think it might have. She's still got a little bit of shadow there. I think it's something that, without rendering it, I don't know how it's going to look. Oh yeah, so that's going to have the wings, I think, kind of curl up a bit. Maybe not quite that much. Actually, I don't know if the lighting's gonna work for having the wings in. No, but I can put some rocks back there and that would work. Because having the claw actually there is kind of cool. Oops. So now I gotta make this one do the same. Down. Up. More down. I forgot I put that so far over there. That's fine, actually, having a little bit off like that. Wait a second. Things are so far different from each other, I didn't notice that. Before I do any of that, then. Why did I not notice that? Alright. Let's fix that. I would have seen that. This is up like this. I did something here. I know this one was like really bent out of proportion to make it like look right. It's not going to fix it, right? No. Well, thank you. You're awesome for being here. And watching me mess with this wing and break it. I'm really good at breaking it. Models. No, thanks for the compliments. I do appreciate it. What have I done? What is the name of that bone? That was left elbow. Yes. So that's how it's supposed to be, but I think I just destroyed the wing, that's why. So I'm going to keep it like that. So I think I just had it bent. How did I do these wings on either side? So This left collarbone. Right collarbone's right there. Okay. What do you mean trim a shot? I need to elaborate. Okay, so one out to about there. Okay, step one. No, it was right upper arm. Yeah, okay, so that was the one way back there. Okay. So this is the one I'm dragging all the way over here. Ah, okay, so I wasn't wrong on this. That is literally just how that thing looks. I feel less stupid now. Not by much, but I do. Okay. So this one was bent back quite a bit. Did I drag this? No, could have. Are they just that boned differently? Breaking this swing, but I don't care. Screw you, dragon. I just think that this one wasn't as mapped out clearly as the others. Alright, might just call it there. same as the other one, but I give up. It's good enough. What was these three I grabbed? Alright, let's try that. Still something missing that I grabbed and moved. Oh. All those ones? Fingers. There we go. There we go. Okay. Just grabbing the outlines. That could kind of work. New teamings. There's a little area I wanted to smooth. Like here. Maybe before. Yeah, right there. The different bone had was moved in the body, and it was causing the wings to act different. Yeah, the velvet tutorials go on and on, but then that's showing impatience, which I told you is the main sort of thing you need. If you're going to be too impatient to not watch tutorials, you're going to probably be too impatient to actually animate. This project, I mean, if you look at, it's only a minute and a half, and it's the blues stuff I hadn't even started yet, and I've still been working on this for months. So, I mean, things take a long time. So, by comparison, watching tutorials, the Valve tutorials, is a drop in the bucket. So, I mean, obviously, this is a lot more detail in this than like a starting animation or something, but it does mean that you are going to have patience in just everything you're doing with it. Not fingers. This is toes. Only left though. That's not what I want. I guess that is all of them. Yeah. I saw overwrite on, that's why I was getting confused. well, it's really hard to jump and it's like when I first started, I had projects that I wanted to do, like big project ideas, but I knew that the things I needed to do were so far off from what I needed to do. I spent like over a year starting from the base and slowly working up, like adding to what I know instead of jumping forward to try to figure out something way ahead of what I needed to do. I took baby steps and I learned how to do this and how to do this, and I kept stepping my way to what I wanted. By the time I got there, the project that I had originally planned to do was like, I felt was stupid, and why am I even bothering with that anymore? Because by then I knew so much more than just that specific thing that my ideas were much larger, and I was like, why would I do that when I can do this and this and this and this and this? But if you try to like learn a specific thing, like in After Effects, for some of the stuff I needed to edit on here, I was trying to learn a shockwave effect, but it was utilizing things that I wasn't taking the baby steps to get to, and so I have no idea what I did, and I probably could have done way better, but I was really confused trying to find tutorials on how to do it because I was trying to skip steps, and if I was trying to learn After Effects, that would have been a horrible way to do it, and I probably should be doing that more, like taking the baby steps with that program, but I'm not, and in doing so, it is a little frustrating, and it feels like the tutorials aren't really helping me that much. But if you're trying to do the same thing and jump forward like that, you're going to get frustrated, and it's going to feel like you're missing out on information, or it's not going to be simple enough for you because you're skipping steps. I'm kind of thinking if I should have the other leg do something, but I'm thinking I'm just going to leave it as is. Kind of a cool shot right there, though. Yeah, I was surprisingly patient when I started out. I didn't go and try to jump my boundaries, but it's also because the stuff I had in mind to do, I really wasn't pushed to, my drive was to just learn the software. I didn't have a specific project, I had a specific project in mind, but it was just like if I can figure it out thing. It wasn't like a drive to do this one idea. I just wanted to give it a shot. It was the software that was the driving force. So I didn't have anything trying to make me jump ahead to figure out things I didn't know how to understand yet. So that helped me a lot. And I'm not saying that all that in terms of like you should give up and not actually try to do the idea that you have. No, not at all. Just know that it's probably going to be a little frustrating doing it that way. See if I can get a position where I'll hit the ground and not her. Do it like this, I can. this, and I can get the nice shadows on the ground though. I'm not getting it anyway. Forgetting if I can do this or not. I thought that the elements thing was not editable. Oh yeah, kind of. Let's get orange. Oh yeah, because that was the thing of holding it. Blech. There we go. even know if I'm gonna actually keep the eyebrows. For now, I'm just gonna set them to 0. Sometimes I feel they're not really needed. Oh, if you don't even, there's snipping tool. if you want to use that, that comes with Windows. Sure X, I have that too because I think it is free, but snipping tool is just as good, or at least it's simple for what you need, and then you can just be like, I want this, and there you go. Here's a picture of it. So snipping tool is really useful, and then you don't have to worry about like, is it safe? Because it comes with Windows. Yeah, snipping tool is amazing. That's why that's one of the programs I have on my bookmark thing here, because it can do like freeform snips, so you can just go, yay. You get full windows. I usually do rectangular because it comes in handy to be able to grab things like that. And then you can immediately save or put it to your clipboard and copy it based on something else. It's super convenient and quick. But in terms of learning, like what to learn, everything. That's the valve tutorials are super useful for the purpose that they are simple. They start you out at a good, because you have to understand the UI before you can understand how to use it. And while their stuff may not make sense and be like, well, this doesn't work with pony stuff, it doesn't matter. I still watched it all because then I know what all the buttons do, and I don't have to sit there and wonder, well, what does this do and what does this do? And you can, if you understand how everything works, you can understand how to use it, or at least not just how to use it, but how to utilize it to your own advantage. Because there's I've used utilized the recording bit for on some stuff, for not just TF2, well, some TF2 stuff, because that's what I needed. Wow, chest 2 is like way busted. It's just rotated. It's rotated correctly. It's just shoulder's broken. Fix it. Yeah, kinda. Actually, the most useful thing that I had was to basically just take time to learn the software so that I actually know how to use it. That was the majority of the time. Now, the reason I can do what I'm doing now without even thinking about it is because I know what the software is capable of, and I know what buttons I need to push without even thinking about it. So there's no thinking involved to me anymore. But that took a long time to get to that point. Yeah, Zach Scott. If you like watching a guy that's drunk make tutorials, yes. his actually his tutorials were some of the first that I ever really watched, and were kind of like the inspiration for me to start making them. So I think it was, yeah. I made a. For me, it was cool because I made because Zach started making the tutorials was what made me start making all the tutorials, and then he commented on one of my tutorials, and so that was just kind of a cool thing of seeing it kind of go full circle. Yeah, doing some kind of like assignment things not too bad because you're getting out of your comfort zone, which is pretty useful, but only to a degree anyway. little bit at the beginning. That'll fix it. To a degree. I kind of want to try something though. Using a helper. It was an idea for something I had earlier, and I just never got around to opening SFM to see. Thick, yeah. Okay. She got big red nose. Rudolph the red nose rainbow. Red nose. She's Santa, and she's also got some piercings apparently. No, so I was going to do it where I'm gonna lock this to it first, so that now that is doing what the camera does. Unlock, then lock the camera to it. And then give this 0. Okay. And then I'm wondering if this will let me do, because it was always more difficult to do the bit like these motions, or not those, but like these ones. But I'm wondering if I separate the two, if it'll make it a little easier. Kind of is. Oops, it doesn't look if I move that backwards there. So it does work. Okay. So I wanted, because I want to write or make the tutorial for that soon, but I wanted to make sure I had everything down that could potentially work. So congrats, all done this year. Ah, okay. Wow, now you got all this free time to do stuff. No, so the purpose of that was now the camera has no motion to it. Well, basically no motion to it, so I can utilize it for doing these. I mean, this is extreme, but to utilize it for doing these. What do you call that? I don't know what you would call it. It has a name for it. It's kind of cool doing it like that. But technically, if I'm doing this, I should do it like to prevent the manual control of the camera from causing problems, because it could be changing something you don't know about. You should be doing it where pull it from here. field of view change. So then you can just kind of see how it affects it like this. How does this change how it... No, it still has a little bit of a hump. Actually, I can do it based on this. Figure out. I think I want to do it like with a zoom in, like this. This would be zoom out, greater focus. This is going to probably be a lot of camera blur. Not really, actually. It's a lot in the background, but again, because I'm maintaining focus. Getting it to maintain focus, though, this is going to be fun. So that's on her face. God. Ooh. It's shiny! That's really cool. It's so shiny. Oh my god. Oh my god. I love that. It's amazing. Look at the shiny hair. Dude, that's awesome. Thank you. I love big... I don't know why, but I've gotten to like big ears. But that is a really good... Was that the one that you've been working on, like, on and off, trying to make right for the longest time? Because if that is... Wow, that turned out really well. That's really cool. I might have to use that face as an icon for something, because that turned out really cool. But thank you very much. That's really cool. Yeah, I'm gonna... Hold on. I don't want to forget about it. I want to put it there. There. Okay, good. Okay, yeah, because you can tell. I mean, that's pretty awesome. That's pretty freaking awesome. Wow. A big floppy hair to the big shiny hair. Thank you very much. It's cool. I'm gonna tab it playing music right now. Because I want to play with the... Because like right now, I think for Steam, I just have Ace's picture of pancake thing, but I've been swapping that out to people make pictures, so I might have to do that. That's pretty awesome. I love the face on it. Yes, thank you very much. No, it wasn't wasted at all. This camera's... I think because this camera's on the previous shot was still like coming down a bit. Because here the camera is coming down, so I think I want to have this one coming down a little bit too. Focal point on this one's really bad too. Night pool. Good luck with everything. Does it work right having that be the focus? Not really. I don't mind having this change up through here maybe, and not, but I don't want to have rainbow in focus the whole time. I'm going to have her still be partially out of focus, but I at least want to have her a little more detailed. So like that should work. I'm going to drop the aperture on that just a little bit. There, because I want to have her still be in mostly focus. Average is going to be about there. Feels like with the music it doesn't even feel fitting anymore. Because I think that it's more action than originally anticipated. Would it still be better to just skip the rainbow part there and just go with more dragon? Maybe. Slow the camera down a little bit. Yeah, I think it might be almost too actiony. because it's a more of a calm look. But I think it's just too fast. I think if I like the transition, I think if I have her to calm down a little bit, it might actually work there. But also, like, not any lighting behind her. Oh, all these are still there. It is basically the one from inside, yeah. The blob thing, it's not a monster. I believe it's the, if I remember, it's the embodiment of the Holy Grail, and so he used his power of being an archer to summon everything from whatever land through the golden gateway thing he makes that hold it and chain it down, control it, because he's evil. bigger. Yep. It was. Yeah, I played Insight on the stream a while back. Okay, good. I wanted to kind of fade into the nothingness there. Why is it cutting off so strictly now? There we go, a little better. This cave I looked up before. It gave some cool rock formations. I think it's from Dota. Ooh. Here we go. Nah, it's too spindly. No, I recorded it. The computer just didn't save it. You need hard drive space apparently, and I didn't have that. So like part of it was recorded, but since it's compressed information, it didn't save it because you can't play part of it. Just kind of suddenly decided that it was done. What's the name of that model? Actually need a light to hit it. It's just going to be silhouetted, so I don't care how bad the textures are. Now I can turn on the lights a bit more because I have something back there. second. Oh, I thought they were 180 spin of each other. I was like, what? Wait. I think I might keep it how it was. At least for now. Glowing there. Oh, this is textures. Okay, I can play with that. Okay. Oh, though I have space now. I just downloaded a bunch of games or downloaded a whole bunch of stuff and haven't moved over stuff from my main drive to my backup drive or my storage drive for a while. So I just ran out of space. So I spent like a half hour and I cleaned out like 400 megabytes. So, or for 400 gigabytes. So, I'm good for a while again, but mainly it's like the main thing is taking up a lot of space is because I haven't moved my live streams in a while, and that takes up 450 gigabytes right there. So I have to move those. This is like this is all the streams back through January 1st of 2015, so almost 2 years worth in this folder. So that's end of 2015. Not think about it. 1 year streams. Lots of streams. So if I clean that out, that would be most of it gone right there. That straight out just be a pretty cool shot right there. Actually, I'm gonna post that on Twitter. I'm trying to do more work in progress stuff on there, so just doing a cheap version. Daggone. How does this look? I just need it to be. Yeah. Put it in. We'll try PNG. I like being cheap and just using the export image. Oh, I don't think I have that. Height. If I put a 256 depth of field, there's just little speckles on Rainbow's wings that I want to get rid of. Actually, it took quicker. It was quicker to render than I expected, but it is at 720. Yeah, so the 720 actually makes a difference for this. But the eyes are really in focus too, which is really kind of neat. That they're super clear, but the rest of it isn't. But anyways, I'll present in a second. But anyways, it's after 10. I gotta go do workout stuff. So I will be back next week. I think I'll be doing it on Tuesday. I start new work stuff, so I don't think I just in case something happens. So well, I don't think it's anything well. So we should be doing normal stream next week. So I expect that. And that's it. So this Friday, yay! Have a good weekend. And I always think I'll figure out something that I haven't. So have a good night, have a good weekend, and behave, I guess. Have a cat. Or not. Or have a cat. Meow. 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 Meow, meow, meow.